DMTombstone Live, Season 2, Episode 30. And action. Oh, how's it going, YouTube? DM Tombstone Belts. Back here again with another episode of DM Tombstone Live for you guys. Obviously, when I do DM Tombstone Live, it's unsanctioned, uncensored. Anything that happens. Try to keep it family friendly as possible, especially now with uh, my nephew here. He's playing a bit of his Lego Batman game. So yeah, let's try to keep this stuff family friendly as possible. Anyway, if you're new and if you're enjoying my live streams, make sure you be liking them because I'll be keeping track with the icon above me right there. I want to see it, guys. I see it, you guys don't. But if you're new to my channel, want to know what I'm all about, especially with all these boys right behind me. Check out my main channel of over 600. I think it's like 667 now videos on live stream. Sorry. Check them out. And my most recent video I did was a unboxing and belt review of Abdullah Rajput's AEW National Championship. Check it out. Like, share, and subscribe. And I think about it, guys. This here is the first on YouTube of a AEW National title belt that's not an AEW replica and is not the real belt that's being shown and reviewed on YouTube. So I'm pretty sure my channel is the first one to have an exclusive AEW National belt for the YouTube community. Just like I'm the first one to have a homemade European title. Now I'm the first of showing off an AEW national belt. You know, it's not an AEW replica. But anyway. So like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. That's it, guys. I think I'm now one subscriber away to reaching the total of 850, which means I'm about 51 away from reaching 900. And once we get to 900, man, it's gonna mean a lot to me to get bigger and bigger on my channel. And don't forget to ring the notification bell so you guys be notified when I do live streams and videos. I do live streams almost every single Saturday and Sunday if I can, and every now and then I will post a video up on my channel. We're mostly doing unboxing and reviews. And I said I did watch Collision last night, and lucky enough to see Ricochet at the AEW National Champion come out. Muhammad Adib, love, you look very beautiful. Okay, thank you, Muhammad Adib, and glad to see you part of my channel, man. Thank you so much. He's a fellow guy who helps make belts for me. He made a couple and sent them to me. Check him out, Muhammad Adib. I think he also goes by Muhammad Tala belts, if I'm not mistaken. And I did see the real national championship belt. And obviously, there's a bit of a difference between Ricochet's title that he holds, that he's going to defend tonight, and to mine, where the real belt actually has a black backing. Mine has a red backing. But I'm not going to be upset about it. In fact, I can say this could be my, because most AEW belts now all be custom and be modified every now and then. Like the TNT title has been modified over like 12 to 14 freaking times. The trios belts like 3 to 4 times. The world title, every time when MJF gets it, it just changes. Well, at least the strap to match his scarf. So why not wear mine is the red backing version? Well, the one on TV has the black strip. Eventually, it may have a red backing. Who knows? And then my title will be more realistic, more like the real deal. But I still love this belt. And thank you all for watching right now. And leave a comment below. Wow, already with a couple people on here. And I say maybe we'll hope to get one of my fellow supporters, Iram, and Pez on here eventually. Hopefully, you guys come on here and we could do a little chat. And as well, all of you excited to see the AEW Revolution tonight, where obviously we're going to have a couple titles on the line. I believe at 0 hour or so, the World Trios titles are going to be defended by with the Don Callis family, with not the international champion Shusuke Okada with Kyle Fletcher, the TNT champion, and of course their partner, I forgot his name, defending the trios titles against the former champions, Jet and Speed, along with a person from CMLL. Yeah, I'm not sure of any most of their names, but yeah, the AEW tag titles being defended tonight with FTR versus the Young Bucks, Nick and Matt Jackson. And of course, the main event that I would enjoy a lot to see. Yeah, I see. It's stuck. Yeah, I see it's stuck. But we have to get to the door with it. Well, you gotta think about doing something. You gotta figure it out now. Hold on. I can't. There is no I can't. You gotta figure it out because you don't have much time. If anything, you may have to leave and try again. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. Yeah, as well, we got the main event tonight. It will be Hangman Adam Page and, of course, the AEW World Champion Maxwell Jacob Freeman, MJF, in a Texas death. Where if Adam Page does not win, or if Hangman Adam Page does not win the match, he can never go. He can never challenge for the AEW World Championship ever again, no matter if MJF is the champion or not. Wow, a lot of people on here. Hey guys, how are you doing? Welcome to the live stream, and just chatting up with you guys. I'm excited tonight for AEW Revolution. A lot of good matches happening, but be excited to finally see a Texas Death match. Because I haven't never seen one live in person. I may have watched a couple of them in the time. It's just that not many of them happen on the AEW television. So for all those that are watching, I hope you're all enjoying this. And hey, you got your own in the kitchen. Pause the game. Go check in the kitchen. Sorry, my nephew was trying to take a brownie from me. Oh, God. He was looking at me while I took a brownie. That movie War Machine's good. War Machine. Oh, hold on. Sorry about that, guys. Adib. Thanks, Mohammed Adib. Surprised normally Pez and Iram usually are here, but maybe they're just too busy. I'll be right back, guys. Sorry about that, folks. I'm back. Yeah. So, how's everybody? Yeah. Sorry about that, everyone. Yeah. That's why nobody is getting on today. But, you know, sometimes Sundays is just a bit iffy. You never know when they'll show up and not. And speaking of, yesterday was chatting up for a little while with my good friend Dex from Dex TV. He showed up on from Wrestle Chat Talk, mentioning me on his channel, especially when I unboxed the AEW National Championship, claiming me being the first to do so on YouTube. And I admit, I'm glad the fact that I'm the first. Normally, I wouldn't expect to ever get a title like this, but I gotta say, it does look like a nice title. It's a great and beautiful looking belt, and little to no flaws. And other than the fact that it looks like one of those NWA belts, like the NWA television title, the NWA national television, and even like the current, like the WWE Hogan 84 and 85 belt. So they awfully look a lot alike, with the fact that has the exact same shape, has the eagle on the front, the banners. It just, it's more like like some people. I just think this is like the typical default shape and version of what a belt of a world title belt would look like. But I'm not gonna lie about it. Say if it's good or not. I'm gonna say it's a great belt. I say I enjoy this belt, and it really does stick out from all the other AEW championships. Hold on one second, folks. Yeah, just don't you just hate when you're doing live streams and you get messages and all that stuff? Pain in the ass. 420 What are your thoughts on Comrade Joseph Stalin? Comrade Joseph Stalin. Hey, I think that guy's been dead for what, 50 to 60 years? Maybe even longer? My thoughts of a Russian guy. Look, I got no opinions about stuff in the past, man. I'm worried more about today. Like, Yeah, but watch out. Don't step in that ooze.
But how we get across?
Yeah, find a way across. Maybe you gotta look for a vehicle that will, or something that will drain it.
There's no people.
Yeah, figure out something.
Hey, I see
He
some
might be
light up.
alive. I think he's 67 years old.
Hey, that's shiny.
67.
Hey, that's shiny.
I know, but we can't do anything about that right now at the moment. Let me see what we can. Let's see if there's something we can do. Oh, see, there you go.
Oh, you need wheel. Hey, you need the wheel.
I know. Hey, Pez, how are you?
It's rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah. Hey, Pez, how are you? I was waiting for you the other day. Uh, I thought I'd do something good for you, and since you're a real loyal person to my channel, I'm marking you, Pez, as one of my moderators. Hold on once. Yeah, because I made Iran one of my moderators so for my channel, and I thought best bet for you, Pez, is that I would make you a moderator as well. Not bad. How are you? I'm good too, man. There you go. Hold on one second. Let's see what I can do here. Thanks. No problem, Pez.
I see Spaggle on the bathroom. Hey, where are we? Hey,
I wasn't home yesterday. I was playing MTG. Oh, okay.
Hey, I see some
Hey,
bad guys.
hey. I'm getting you chicken strips here. Get off the game and eat when I get back. You understand? Do you understand? Yes, sir.
Hey, where are we? This was a quack. I
Yeah.
see a bad guy.
Let's see if I. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. I'm gonna try do something different here. We're gonna try and see if we can do live streaming on the go. Actually, no, maybe not a good idea. Actually, not a good idea. That means I probably have to cut the live stream if it goes off. So I'll tell you what. I'm gonna. What are you doing?
I see you, but I don't know where it is.
Playing. You're on the Minecraft.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Sure. Well, why don't you play Halo for a bit?
But sure.
Yeah, because no one accidentally go on the wrong profile. Here, you play a bit of Halo. Yeah, sorry guys. I'm gonna turn the camera here so you can probably just for the time being while I'm out, I'll be back in a bit. Guess who I ran? My local flea market. I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna have to go somewhere real quick. But I'll be right back. In the meantime, you're gonna watch my nephew play a bit of Halo. So, guys, I'll be right back.
Yeah. Yeah, this is yeah. I think my game with what on this side. video game. Okay.
Intrusion alerts lighting up on multiple decks. Our best bet to figure out who's alerting us is the observation deck, 4 floors up.
Could it be a rescue team?
Doesn't match any known patterns.
It was scary.
It's directly above us.
Scary crazy.
The elevator
It's
door
really
feels
scary.
Kaiser. Be careful. Chief, watch out. Didn't realize this ship had deteriorated so badly.
Oh, hi everyone. I am back. Yep. Yep, I'm back. Let me just turn that up. Bill Apter. Do you know who that is? The People Florax. Ew. I don't know who Bill Apter is. But I am hoping that you could probably educate me with that, Pez. I don't know who Bill Apter is. I mean, I'd be lucky the fact if I was able to run into anybody that I know. Or people run into me and know me. Hey, kiddo, what'd you do with my controller? Sorry about that, folks. I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'm back, everybody. Sorry for the little delay there, but yeah. Lock that for a moment. All this stuff. Hello, everybody. I'm back. Welcome to just my brother was offering to get some lunch, and obviously, always in the middle of the live streams, got to do something different. So, why don't we do? Where I just have my nephew play a little bit while I go get something to eat. Not bad food. Look at that. Yeah. There's a famous for all the old school wrestling magazines and writing columns. Ah, well, that's cool, Pez. Well, nice to see you again. Holly, the Wolf of Chaos. Hi, DM. It's been a little while. Yeah, it has been a little while. Holly, how are you? Welcome to the live stream. Yeah, I was out for a little bit. Just get myself some food to eat. You know, being a little hungry. Let's recap of what was on the last live stream. I am okay. That's good, Holly. Burger and fries, the cornerstone of any great meal. Yep. Nothing wrong with a burger and some French fries on the side, man. Literally, like the meal for America. Besides maybe fried chicken. One second, folks. Hold on. Yeah.
Have this nasty shit.
What?
That takes a hat.
Well, looks like my brother does not like my brother does not like his sago, his saganaki here. Not bad. Oh, why does it say my ass? Enough, kiddo. Not now. Wait till you're done eating. I don't understand why my brother don't like this. Like, if you guys don't know what this is, so it's called a saganaki, or in other terms, we call it upa or opa, OPA. Pretty good. It tastes pretty damn good too. It tastes real better when it's fresh. I'm rearranging my room to make room for more belts. I had moved all my DVDs off the shelves, and now room for 20 more belts. Oh, cool. I wish I could make room for more belts myself, but you know, some of these belts weigh a lot, and don't want to put all that weight on the walls. So obviously, making more room for belts would be technically impossible for me because, again, like I said, I don't want to risk the walls getting torn down from the weight of the belts being hanged up on the nails. You know, some people have belt, like actual belt hangers for theirs on walls, but don't forget, guys, like I don't live like in a residential house. I live inside a trailer. Yeah, guys, I live in a trailer park. I live in a trailer home, but at least I have a home, you know. If it was like in old apartments, I wouldn't mind hanging these up on the walls and having them hanging up above me like I did back in my old apartment before it burned down. But yeah. Yeah, this is the. Yeah, right now I'm playing a bit of Minecraft just to get, to work more on my world, updating it to make it look more accurate and realistic to the real deal stuff. Because I've already fully updated the wreck of my of the bow section of the wreck of the Titanic. Your room looks like it has potential for a lot more belts. I would agree with you, but then again, I live in a trailer, so not a lot of these walls have studs in them that could support weight. And most of my belts could weigh 10 to 15 pounds, depending on what belt it is. And imagine like over 100 pounds worth of metal and leather hanging on the wall, and just by only a couple of nails. You don't want to risk, the belts falling off. Most likely, the weight themselves are going to just drag the nails through the wall, and next thing you know, they're all going to end up on the floor, and then you need a ton of repairs on the walls. But yeah, I could definitely get more room, especially if I decide to move all the pictures right there away. But I remember, sorry about that. Or maybe move the pictures in a lot closer so there is space for belts. Maybe hang them up on the doors too. But at this point, with all the amount of belts I have in my collection, I probably need to start to think about investing in getting a secondary room for them. Maybe like put some in my closet. you could rearrange and possibly put a display case or two. Well, I do have a display case. I do have one, but it's real big. And I know what you think of, like those IKEA display cases that are a little bit thinner and actually can hold belts. But there's no IKEA what's inside of me. And it's like $90 per display case. And I got to put it together myself. And then if it's made out of glass, I don't want to risk breaking the damn thing. Pokemon Go, I nicknamed one. Oh, you did? 2-second motivation quote. Don't give up. Keep growing. Thank you. What was that? Y Locker? Yeah, thank you. Damn. Yes, Holly? Hold on 1 second, folks. Just getting all this stuff. Yeah, guys. So if you are watching, I just let you know Pez now is one of my moderators for my channel, along with I think as well Dex or Russell Tat Talk and Iram. So again, congratulate both Pez and Iram and Dex. So again, guys, just knowing that many times I could try to control most of my stuff on my live streams, but with them, they'll make sure as well, alongside with me, to know I'm going to do this and make it safe and family friendly, and as well, don't have to worry about harassing and all that from all my people. I named the names of Pokemon DM and Pokemon Go. Aww. You named one of your Pokemon you named your Pokemon after me? Now that's just adorable, but I would say a little odd to think you just named one of them DM. It's like I choose DM and he's about to slide into no. But that's real cute to let you to know that. I mean, I got one of my own Pokemon, as you can tell, my own buddy Squirtle over there. That's real nice of you. Thank you for letting me know that, Holly. Yeah, so right now I'm doing a bit of workmanship on my Minecraft world. I just finished up updating the look of the wreck or the bow section of the wreck of the Titanic. Now I'm working on the stern section. And hold on 1 second, folks. You can always check Amazon for great deals on shelves, display cases. Yeah, I can do that. 1 second, guys. Sorry about all that, guys. Yeah, Amazon. I mean, I could, but I barely, buy stuff off Amazon anymore. Because, I mean, I remember the last couple times I buy stuff off Amazon, they mixed up my orders. Like, one time I was getting a pair of shorts that would match my old school Space Jam 96 Toon Squad Jordan jersey for Toon Squad from the movie Space Jam. And they brought me a football jersey of Bobby Boucher from The Waterboy. Yeah, kind of odd they mixed that up, so I had to purchase the shorts again, but obviously I did not return the jersey because, again, I enjoy The Waterboy. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. And sorry guys. Best part was for me was paying for it over time, not all at once. With Amazon, with oh okay. I mean, I didn't know Amazon had that payment plan. I mean, I know I do it to some people that I buy belts off of with PayPal. They do partial payments through weekly, but that's all right. I think I gotta make space to know where to put the display cases because I have to rearrange my room for that. Because I got places that I wouldn't mind putting display case on, but there's a vent there and it would block the vent, or I move it in a way to where it has to be somewhere else. And again, with kid in the house and that, I don't want to risk coming in and accidentally breaking the glass and stuff like that. I named Squirtle DM in Pokemon Go. Aw. You hear that, buddy? Holly Wolf has named one of your friends after me. And two, I'd rather be cautionary of me getting display cases because yeah, they are a lot of people use them to display belts. Just for me, the fact that they're made, like the fact that most of the shelving is made of glass, I gotta be careful of what type of belts I put in those display cases. Because some of the belts I own are just too damn heavy for the shelves. Like, I'm not gonna put my radar spinner on any of the display cases at all. So the fact that it's so damn heavy, it weighs about 15 pounds. It would literally I feel like it will break one of the glass shelves and then just come crashing down to every shelf underneath it. And next you know, that's $90 down the drain. Or how much I ever spent on the display case. As I said, the next option for me would have to be if I could figure out a way to install like my old school in my like I did in my apartment with the poles and that. Display poles up on my ceiling so then I could put a belt up on that. That would be the next thing to do. I'm already getting full. Come on, folks. I say, Pez, you excited to see AEW's Revolution tonight? It's on pay-per-view, but as well, I'm probably gonna see if I can watch on my crack streams. And all these messages and that. Yeah, the other day I was chatting up with Dex and that. If you don't know, he has his own YouTube channel where he does live streams and stuff about music and that. Well, I think it's gonna be on pay-per-view. Or what time is that? I think it's around 8 o'clock or so, and it's most likely gonna be on pay-per-view. But I'm pretty sure if you got, I think it's if you have TBS or TN or HBO Max. If you got HBO Max, you could watch it there. Or like for me, I'm mostly gonna watch it on my crack streams. Like just if you Google search crack streams and just search through certain crack streams, they'll display what they should show like of AEW pay-per-views, which I use to watch a lot of the AEW PLEs or PLEs pay-per-views. Jacob Brock 7541. Hey bro, how are you? Is this the one with MJF versus Heyman? Yes. Revolution. It's Heyman versus MJF for the AEW World Title in a Texas Death Match. And if Hangman loses, he will never face or he will never go for the AEW World Championship ever again. I'm not doing that for now. Hold on a second, guys. Sorry about all that, folks. Yeah. You're about to smoke up. How about you? Well, I don't smoke, but pardon me. Well, this is my lunch. Right now, just eating lunch and playing a bit of Minecraft, and maybe switch it up to watching a movie. Because after all, I've already seen I already binge watched all the Leprechaun movies from the first one all the way to Leprechaun Returns, which is basically the 25th anniversary movie, and it was a sci-fi exclusive movie, which I feel like it was just a bad idea how they did that. Then again, it'd be hard to come back from when it was on WWE Studio when it did a prequel with WWE Studios. Don't get me wrong, I'm pretty sure Dylan Postel was a good Leprechaun. And if you guys don't know who that is, pretty sure Pez will know that. Did you ever see the movie called The Wrestler? I've heard about that one. It stars Mickey Rourke as one of the wrestlers that's just now too old to be wrestling, but he still wrestles for like because he doesn't know what else to do or something like that. But I may watch that when I have a chance. But yeah. I'll probably watch that one and give my thoughts about it. But yeah. I heard about that one. It was next to because they mentioned it a lot for the one match that was with WrestleMania 25 with Jericho and the Legends, and how Mickey Rourke got involved in that match by knocking out Chris Jericho because he was a professional boxer back in the day. Surprisingly, like that's just funny. Great movie. Mickey should have won an Oscar award for it. Well, I mean, believe me, there's a lot of movies out there that certain people should win Oscars for, but like I said, like I think that Jamie Lee Curtis could have won Oscars for the Halloween movies, but again, it's all about people's opinions about movies like that, you know. And there's people that have different opinions compared to you. Like some people say, oh, like for me, I'd say like yeah, how Scream 7 was a not so good movie, while others could say, oh, it's a masterpiece. You know, I think they're dumb, like that type of thing. But I was saying, speaking of like Leprechaun, you know who? If you guys don't know, I'm pretty sure Pez would know about this. That Leprechaun Origins was a WWE studio movie that was basically like a remake, and it starred Dylan Postel as the Leprechaun himself. And he is a former wrestler for WWE. Does anyone know who Dylan Postel was in WWE, like by his name, wrestling name? Let me know if you guys if you know about this. It's quiz time, guys. So I've seen this. This is a former wrestler by his real name, being Dylan Postel, and he was in WWE playing a character called what? See if you know this one, Pez. It's all subjective, but it is a wrestler movie, and I'm sure you'll like it. Well, I did enjoy watching, the Iron Claw, the story about the Von Erichs. Like that one was a good movie. I'm surprised there was no Oscar nomination for that. Hornswoggle. Yep, correct. Correct, Pez. Yes. Dylan Postel played a leprechaun in the WWE film Leprechaun Origins, and yet he played a leprechaun on TV and wrestling known as Hornswoggle. Sorry, guys. Oh, by the way, Pez, have you seen? Pretty sure you have. My most recent belt to my collection, belt number 56, that the AEW national title, and I'm pretty sure you mentioned it on the video. On the video, you texted about it. How it looks awfully a lot like those NWA titles. But I do say so. I think it's the fact that it's just a beautiful concept and the default shape of wrestling belts. Don't you agree? The reason why they make these type of belts with this type of design because it's the default design for a belt and it does represent a good looking belt. I've only seen the first Leprechaun movie. Wow, you have never seen 2 or 3 or In Space or when he went in the hood and then back to the hood? Most recent one being Leprechaun Returns. Like they made 7 of them, and yet you only, well, 8 if you're counting the Leprechaun Origins. But They made like 8 of those damn movies, and you only watch the first one. Hold on 1 second, folks. Don't get me wrong, I liked it better when it was Warwick Davis being the Leprechaun. You don't know the person they have for the recent one or Leprechaun Returns? Yeah, he does have that vibe of W. Davis or Warwick Davis. It's just not the same without the real Leprechaun himself. Pardon me. When you don't have Warwick Davis played the Leprechaun, it just feels odd. Just like Robert Englund when they had somebody else play Freddy Krueger in the remake. I get it, you can't just have the original playing in a remake, but when you got something where it's literally just I'm gonna say, when you have a new person playing an original, it just it's got a lot to compete with. Like most people are like, yeah, he may be a great actor and now that, but he ain't no, you know, he ain't nothing like the original actor. Even though with the Leprechaun Returns they brought back Ozzy from the original. Only for him to, well, yeah, no, I'm not gonna say anything like that because again, I don't want to do spoilers. You know, I don't do spoilers for people. If you don't know what I'm gonna say, if you haven't seen it, I recommend you watch that movie because it's an okay movie, and you may actually enjoy the movie. All right, I got a lot of work to do. Let's see what it says. Bye, DM. Oh yeah, and like I said, that AEW belt is so cool, and the fact that they went with an established design that a modern audience might not be familiar with. Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, like I said, but then again, most of the wrestling fans today, they're pretty sure. I agree with you that they would not know what that an NWA belt looks like because most people probably don't watch NWA wrestling. Sorry, guys. I got the hiccups. Iram, what's up? Hey, what's up, Iram? Welcome to this live stream. I'm going to save and quit this. Yep. Here we go. Then. Oh, guys. He was here the other day. And we were chatting up with Dex and whatnot. And now he's here. Did you like Randy Hilturn? And now I see stuff about that on Facebook. Like how Randy is basically following in John Cena's footsteps. Like whatever John Cena did, it's either going to be the year later, he would do the exact same thing. Like when John Cena returned to win the Royal Rumble to main event WrestleMania 24. What would happen a year later? Randy Orton will win the Royal Rumble for WrestleMania 25. And that type of thing. Pretty good. I was telling Dave about making more room for belts in my room. What's the plan for mid-card championship in WrestleMania? Well, hold on 1 second. I'm gonna watch Twister. Real good classic. But yeah, well, oops. Well, we see now that they're going to have the women's U.S. title finally be defended at PLE and be WrestleMania. Have Julia face Tiffany Stratton. I wish it should have probably been Julia versus Charlotte Flair. Don't you guys agree to think to see Charlotte Flair actually start winning a mid-card belt? Other than going for tags and world titles? I mean, shocking enough that she doesn't even go for the other titles. Maybe try to be a, actual Triple Crown or winner. How Bayley could claim that she's the first ever Triple Crown women's champion. But since now they add the mid-card belts, technically that's not true now. Like, in a way, I would say, technically you're not a Triple Crown World Champion anymore, Bayley, until you win the U.S. and Intercontinental. So until then, the only one that's close to it now is Becky Lynch. If Becky Lynch comes back and wins the U.S. title, she could technically call herself the full-fledged Triple Crown champion. You're not that guy. We'll throw this away. All right, guys, I'm back. Okay, fish. Who is Dex? DM. Oh. Be making a video once the belts start coming to my house. Oh, yeah, no problem. Oh, cool. What do you think of like LA Knight or Jay? I mostly would say I do kind of like LA Knight, but then again, Jay's a pretty cool guy. I agree, Paz. Charlotte Flair could win U.S. title and maybe bring more prestige to it, make it relevant again because now it's not ever talked about. Yeah, it's like only 3 people have ever held that title, being Selena Vega, Chelsea Green, and Julia. Those are the only ones so far. And it'll be a lot of good reference for Charlotte. I would say it'd be good for Charlotte Flair to win the U.S. title because it'll be like her dad, because her dad as well is a former U.S. champion as well. I'm pretty sure he holds the most U.S. title. U.S. title holding as well. I think he's held the U.S. championship. I think like 5 or 6 times. About the exact same amount of times as John Cena held it. For me, women IC champion is more prestige than women undisputed champion. Well, the women's champion. Well, then again, the women's IC title is just is not as been around as long as the women's title has. So it's all about how you build it that make it prestigious. You know, the women's title's been around longer than the IC title. That's why I think the IC title is building up to prestigious, but all depends. Well, I agree with that. Yeah, women's Intercontinental belt is now meaning something because of Becky Lynch. I agree with that, but you gotta also remember when it came to the women's Intercontinental Championship, I feel like it only spawned because of a former women's Intercontinental champion of the past. You know, technically she didn't hold this title while it was when they didn't have it, but the women's Intercontinental title came about, I would say, because of China. If it wasn't for China taking the title off Jeff Jarrett, I'm pretty sure we would never see a women's Intercontinental Championship in WWE. Hell, I'll be surprised if we ever seen a women's U.S. title in WWE because of China. Sorry about that, guys. Let's see this. Wrestler makes the belt, and not the other way around. Jay Cargill work is bad, or promo work is bad. Yeah, I would agree with that. For me, wrestler make new belt prestige. The old belts like the 9 years make superstar. Well, I can see this, but and as well, some belts that are basically been around long, but have a different design to it as well. Just because it's a new design does not mean it's a complete. Well, how about let's talk about this logic. Like we talk about the IC title, the Intercontinental title. It's been around for over 50 years, I assume. About as long as the WWE Championship. You think what makes the title prestige is its legacy, or is it the design, or something like that? Because the IC title has gone through many changes, from the classic Reggie design to the oval IC to the current IC that we have today. Now you tell me, is it the design wise that makes the belt look prestigious? Or is it the people that represent the title make it more prestigious? It's like, or no, not that ain't the question. I'm thinking, is the title the exact? I mean, legacy exact same, depending on its design, or does the design mean nothing at all? It's all about its legacy from even when it was a crappy looking design of a belt to the way it looks today. It still represents being the IC champion, no matter what the title looks like. I think of it this way: who made the WWE Championship more prestigious, Brock Lesnar or Big E? I would have to say it may be Brock Lesnar, but one second, folks. I would go for maybe another 10, 15 minutes or so. Because I don't want to cut the stream off. All right, well, do you mind just giving me like 10 more minutes? All right. Sorry about all that, guys. It's a combination game. That's what I was saying. Like, imagine the oval IC. compared to today's Intercontinental Championship design? Is it the fact that it changes over the years means it has a different legacy to it, or the design don't matter to its legacy? It's just about the person who holds it and defends it that makes it more prestigious. Is what I'm trying to say. Because they like I'm saying here, like the WWE Championship, this title right here, it's a most common design, definitely, sure, but over its 60-year legacy, and especially from its various other designs, does a certain design make the belt prestigious, or is it just the fact that it's 60-year history is what makes it prestigious? Is what I'm trying to say. Like, it don't matter what the title looks like. I like after 5 years later, WWE don't change the design. Both World and Undisputed, both hated the design of the oval, but it was still a prestigious title. That's what I'm saying. It's like new belt need big superstar with new wrestler. Yeah, I'd say like that. But that's what I'm trying to say is just because the belt now has a new look to it, is it the exact same belt from? Is it the exact same history and legacy of the belt from previous time, or is it just a whole new concept together? Like when they brought out the world title, they claim it's a whole different legacy. It's nothing compared to like the Universals or the big gold belt before it, the previous world heavyweight title. But yeah, I think it's not because it's designed to look like the previous big gold of yesteryear. Just now with side plates and the new logo, and it has that still vibe of the original big gold belt, and still holds the legacy of world champions before it. A good look can add to it, definitely. Speaking of, let's do one run for the Battle of the Belts, guys. Since I want your guys' opinion of this. If WWE ever changed the design, then I'm out. Well, that's what I'm saying. So far, right now, the design is still stuck the same since 2014 of when they brought out the network logo belt. Just it still looks the exact same concept with a little minor changes here and there. So, like I'm saying this, guys, before I gotta probably end this early because I have to go shopping for a bit. But I may come back on to do a part 2. Who knows? But anyway, I want to do one last thing before I end it here. Do Battle of the Belts, guys. National, international. Which one you think has better prestige to it and has a better design? We're gonna do that by categories. We have AEW's International, used to be called All Atlantic Championship, versus the AEW National Championship. Starting off with the category of design. Which one you think gets the point on this one? The international or the national? Do you want the unification after 5 years from me? I don't want. Yeah, I would agree with that. But it seems like WWE is always good, has a thing about history repeating itself. So what do you guys think when it comes to Battle of the Belts? With international versus national. I don't watch AEW. All right. But I'm saying, when Battle of the Belts, Iram and Pez, I'm saying, when you see my belts from the AEW National Belt and the AEW International title, we'll start off with the first category of design. Which belt you think gets the point in design? The AEW National Championship belt or the AEW International Championship belts? I like both designs. The International reminds me of Euro title with the flags on it, but I'm an old school guy who likes the old school designs. So the national title for me. All right, you go for the because of the retro or old school design wise, you're going with the national. And Iram's going for the international. All right, looks like we got a draw right there. And for me, I like both designs. Don't get me wrong. So I kind of have to say it's a tough call for me. I'm going to call it 50-50. Because AEW's definitely like the retro design of, or the old school design for the national championship. But the international championship just pops a lot more for its design. It's a lot different from any other titles. And it has that old school style of the North American titles as well. If I have to choose one, I think I may have to go with the international championship, just a bit. So I say a point goes to the international for design. Now, no, actually, no. I'm going to say for design, I'm going to go for the national championship. So the point goes for the national in design. Now, prestige. About being prestigious. An international win. No. National wins for design. So that's a point for the national. Now, prestige. Which belt do you think, to your guys' opinion, feels more prestigious? The AEW National Championship or the AEW International Championship? And knowing that the International Championship has been around for a little bit longer. If you look at the national title, you look at how big the AEW logo is in it. We should take notes on that because you need the giant logo dead center. I agree. The national title win. Yes. National title wins in the first category of design. But there's also another category, prestige. The fact that we're talking about national championship versus international championship, we want to give them a fighting chance to see which one definitely deserves the edge and deserves the title of better belt. I don't watch AEW, so I don't, which is prestige. Well, I'm talking about like this. It's the fact that the national championship's not been around as long as the international championship. And the international championship changed its name. It used to be called the All Atlantic Championship and the All American Championship, thanks to MJF turning it into like a U.S. belt. But then it became back to the International Championship. And it's been unified with the Continental to become a unified championship. So I add that history to it. So the International Championship has been involved with a lot of things during its time as a belt for AEW. As for the National Championship, it's just been out for the last couple months now and only been held by one person, the current champion and only inaugural champion, Ricochet. The Flying Baldo. The guy who does that type of shit. But I'm saying the national championship's been through a lot of wrestling companies for forever. Like I talk about, like as Pez will know, the NWA has a national championship. And I'm pretty sure WWE had a national championship back in the day. Okay, national championships have been around as long as television championships and, of course, world championships. But like I said, let's say, when it comes to when you feel like which one's more prestigious, which one you think has that edge to being the most prestigious title? The international or the national? International for now because it's been around longer and national has only one champion. So let's see what wrestlers held the national and check back later on. Yeah, so we'll say for now. This is just for now. I know in time, once the national championship's been around for like 5 or so years, it'll change definitely. NWA national title was around in 1980. Yeah, but I'm saying the phrase of national championship has been around for since then. So yeah, definitely national. Like most wrestling organizations would have a national championship, or a television championship, or a tag championship. It's like a common like mid card title belt, other than from WWE having U.S. and Intercontinental. Which I'm surprised AEW didn't go Intercontinental when they had the International and the Continental title combined. They decided to go for unified title. But like I said, okay, so Pez, you're going with the International Championship. Iran, what do you think? Which one, since I told you about the history of it, which title you think feels more prestigious to hold? Like, if you were ever in a wrestling company and they give you those two choice of belts you want to go for, and which one you think would feel more prestigious to win? You think you'd rather go for the international championship, or would you rather go for the national championship? We'll hear about Iram's choice. Different territories have their own versions of belts and champions. I agree. Like I said, I think it's international. Well, it looks like it's a dead giveaway. International championship gets the point for prestigious, making it a dread all tie. Now, overall, we'll say this. For the win so far as of right now, since they're both tied, if you ever wanted to get one of these belts, which one would you get first? So this would declare the actual winner. Which belt would you rather get first? The international title or the national? This is for the win, guys, to prove which one of these belts is the winner of Battle of the Belts. Just for your guys' thoughts and your opinion, all right, so I think it's international. So, oh, you already said that one. So let's say one final question before I probably got to end it here. So, question for you guys: which belt would be your choice to go for? Can I see the belts again? All right. Again, which belt would you rather go for first? This here is the AEW National Championship. With the AEW logo on the sides. The rest is that. And of course, the National Championship right there. You know, right behind it with the NXT title. I just don't want to get up and grab that again. In fact, let me see if I can pull the camera a little bit closer. That is the International Championship. So I'd say for the win, for Pez and Iram, since we both have a tie for one having a point for prestige and one having a point for design, for the win, which one would you rather go for? National or international? You have to get one of them first. If you didn't have any of them, which one would you rather get first? And that will decide of the winner. It's not by design or prestige. It's just your opinion. I think I like your national title better. I would like to get both. Well, yeah, both. But I'm saying, obviously, you definitely, as a belt collector, you would definitely get both. But I'm saying, which one would you rather get first, Pez? I think it's national because it looks classical. I agree with that. So, Pez, obviously, if you had to get one of them, if you can't get both at the same time, if you had to get one of them first, which one would you get? Would you rather get the national or the international? Knowing if you're going to get both, which I already see, I already got them all. But if they had to get only one, if you only could afford to get one of them at a time, which one would you get first? Iram saying the national. Iram says he chooses national. National. Well, guys, there we go, guys. I think that's our winner. So the winner of the Battle of the Belts between international versus national is the AEW national title. And I do agree. It's a good looking belt. It's a lot different from the belts designs of its predecessors, like the NWA belts. The NWA belts had the nickel color. This one has the gold color. And does definitely have the concept of national title in its legacy. And after a while, once we see other champions of this title, which we're going to probably maybe see a new national championship tonight with AEW Revolution, because Ricochet has to defend this title in a 21-man battle royal. Maybe there's a chance we may see a brand new AEW national champion. But anyway, yeah, guys, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to cut the stream a bit now. Wow, we're going on for over an hour and a half. But no matter what the number one belt is Eagle. Definitely. Winged Eagle, definitely at number one for all the championships, as far as I hold. But anyway, I'm going to probably cut the stream early. I may come back and do another live stream for you guys, maybe an hour later or so. Just see if I could do a live stream during the midst of an AEW pay-per-view. But that's up the line because, again, guys, copyright reasons. But I'm going to end the stream right here. So thank you guys so much for being a part of the live stream. And thank you all for the likes. Looks like we got about 4 or 5 likes. Next stream date, well, obviously I'm going to do a bit of shopping. And I may come back and do a part 2 of the stream. Who knows? I'm feeling a little, kind today. Maybe I think I should do another part of a live stream. Continue the live stream. So, guys, I say stay tuned because I may come back after all this stuff. But obviously, there's next stream. Okay, guys, I'll see you next Sunday or tonight if you're on. Definitely, I will be. Wow, 2 and 1. That's what I'm saying, guys. Do something special, And yeah, I definitely would say if I come back on today, and that's why I say make sure you have the notification bell on so you guys will know when I do streams. I'm gonna come next stream. Definitely will, and it's always on Saturdays and Sundays around noon or so. So anyway, I'm gonna go. Thank you guys so much for all this. I'll be back probably soon after I'm done doing my shopping and running around and stuff. Yeah, make sure you hit the like buttons on those. Shouts to Pez and Iram. Check out Pez's channel. He does videos showing off his wrestling collection. Great collection. Shouts to Dex and as well Wrestle Chat Talk. His recent video about me showing off my AEW national belt. Thanks again, Dex. Shout out to you, man. And shouts to Stephen Hammer, STEPHEN Hammer, who does belt related videos on his channel as well. Don't forget to follow me on my social media, like on X at DMTombstone96, and as well on Instagram at Damien96, where I may post stuff there, or I post stuff here on YouTube. Anyway, I am, as I said, make sure you like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already, guys. Numbers, try to get me to 900. So I'm DM Tombstone. I am DM Tombstone Belts, and for DM Tombstone Live, signing off. See you guys next time. Have a good day, everybody.